What I'd like to do is first just to reference some of what we consider to be the drivers of the in-building wireless arena. Things that if you said 2 or 3 years ago this would happen, you would just shake your head and say absolutely not, can't happen. But what we're seeing now in-building, and I've been a part of the AT&T in-building program for over 12 years, is that there's really a perfect storm of things from enterprise, from consumers, driven by devices, applications, etc., that is putting a tremendous amount of focus and attention and growth in the in-building arena. The interesting thing is that 80% of wireless traffic is initiated where? Outside? No, in-building. And that's something that we recognized back 15 years ago and started to address it. And we feel that from not only a customer satisfaction standpoint, a network offload standpoint, but also from a carrier revenue standpoint, that this is a category that is just going through the roof. It's something that we all in our industry need to address. I'd say around the country we have about 65 to 75% of what we call dedicated systems, which are AT&T only systems. But more and more frequently now, we are looking at both neutral host systems in the DAS arena, but more importantly, there are large corporations that are looking to standardize their whole in-building approach nationally on a large scale. Companies like Intel or Hewlett-Packard or Raytheon, EMC, etc. And in that light, what they're looking to do is look at the DAS as infrastructure, just like their telephone system, their smoke alarms, their LAN, their wireless LAN. In fact, I had a CFO tell me recently that he considered the in-building wireless system to be more critical to his business than his telephone system. We did find, though, at the point where we were transitioning from TDMA to GSM, we recognized that although we were satisfying the early adopters, as more and more people began to recognize the value of wireless and in a business environment, and especially in building, we decided to take what was, at that point, the was an antiquated technology. We decided to take that, retire that, and then move into where we could address a far broader group of customers, small and medium-sized businesses, as well as high-end businesses, without all the nuts and bolts of tying specifically to voice. We love to support our customers and make investments into their in-building systems. It's a two-way street. We always look to our customers to support it in some fashion because it's a mutually beneficial investment. And we have literally thousands of them around the country over the last 8 to 10 years. We are primarily enterprise-focused, and we have found clearly that it has proven to not only gain new customers, but keep customers, not just existing ones, but to keep customers that come on board with AT&T. And if there is an in-building system, and if they're satisfied, the churn rate is minuscule. The challenges that we had with the enterprise model was that corporately responsible lines or corporate contracts are very easily, they're black and white. You know, it's a $400,000 contract, a $1 million yearly contract. And finance can get its arms around that. You know what your revenue is going to be, you know what your profit margin is going to be, and you can make a decision whether the investment is worthwhile. So enterprise is a little bit easier. On the flip side of it, though, the average ROI with one of our say, larger installs could be 3 to 5, even 7 years before we break even. And with the average corporate contract being about 2 to 3 years across all carriers, if anyone is investing in someone's business, the carrier is investing in the customer's business. And I think the customers, once they get it, once they understand it, it turns out to be a great partnership on both sides.